Last week in Aotearoa, New Zealand, it was announced that they would also go down the route of harming kids, specifically trans kids, by importing vile policies that the UK has enacted by removing medical options from doctors, parents, and their children. In this case, they removed the option of using pubertal suppressants, which have been used for over 40 years, due to purely ideological beliefs, because there's been ample evidence that gender-affirming care works, and it's going against every major medical association right now. This was announced by the far-right party New Zealand First, which essentially is similar to America's Nazi party, America First. A few years ago, Aotearoa voted in a right-wing government, and ever since, this right-wing government has been trampling on people's rights over and over again, and importing the same bigotry that we've seen elsewhere to try and crush Māori rights, as well as trans rights and minorities' rights in general. They're the reason that we've seen videos like this happen over there, where Māori representatives protested this government's racist attempt to strip power away from the Treaty of Waitangi, which gives the Māori people some rights over the land that is rightfully theirs. In Aotearoa, gender diversity has been part of the culture for a very long time. Māori people have celebrated Takatapui people for a very long time. And so to try and take away healthcare that can be necessary for some youth who are of gender diverse backgrounds is going to harm them. But not only that, in a lot of ways, Aotearoa has been at the forefront of social justice and social equality movements. Because despite colonization, they were one of the first countries to have allowed women to vote. They were one of the first countries to have a trans representative be elected. We're talking about the place where the first openly trans person was elected as a representative, Georgina Beyer, in 1999, and a place that's often credited as one of the first places to give women the right to vote in 1893. So to see this place try to go backwards in time is both infuriating, but also so sad. Because this far-right party celebrated this fact, preempting the health minister from announcing this by saying something along the lines of, they won the battle in the war against the woke. Which, if you're a white dude using woke unironically, you're just an absolute idiot. Because not only is this language being imported from other countries where billionaires are funding this hate, so they can harm the minority while getting some tax cuts, they're also bringing the country back decades while being absolutely anti-science and anti-human rights in the process. They're trying to mimic the UK, specifically the Cass Review, which was a politically motivated, absolutely harmful piece that was debunked by medical professionals as nothing more than just an opinion. Now, one of the anti-science idiots who's very proud to announce this is the current health minister, Simeon Brown, who literally just parroted talking points and is fine with cis kids getting it, but wants to exclude specifically trans kids because the harm is the point. The cruelty is the point. Now, Paul Thistle of Aotearoa Rights, a civil rights organization in the country, has said that this will undoubtedly be challenged because it blatantly violates civil rights for the individuals that it targets, specifically here, trans kids. Everyone should have the same access to quality healthcare without anyone politicizing that very care or try to offer lesser care when it comes to trans people. So I cannot wait for Simeon and this entire government to completely collapse under the weight of their own hypocrisy and hate.